So I wanted to take this opportunity to give you a little update. It is Monday. I'm driving. I'm going to be driving all day. I got to get back to the trailer that had a blowout. And I want to talk about that because I haven't really addressed what it is. It is a auxiliary power trailer. Basically, it's a dual axle trailer, which is awesome because on a single axle trailer, blowing it out means you are on the rim, whereas having two axles, two tires on each side, one blows out, the other supported the weight while I was able to pull off safely to the side of the road. But it's a double axle utility trailer basically that has solar on both sides of it, and then batteries in the middle, inverters on the end, and charge controller on the end. On one end it even has a light tower. So the idea was bring this solar powered trailer as extra power for Project Griffin. Whenever Griff is charging, I can be pulling power out of all the other batteries, the trailer's batteries, instead of using power that I would use to increase my range, to go farther, to charge the solar powered truck. So I have the solar powered truck, and then I have this extra power trailer, and it also has a second function, a very important function, is parts. So if something went out on Griff, which this happened in Oregon, we broke a module doing an emergency stop going downhill, sideswiped our own trailer actually because of the smallness of the turnout that we were stopping on because our brakes were smoking and overheating. And we pulled a panel off of the trailer, off of the follow trailer, the auxiliary. We took one of their panels, put it where the broken one was, put the broken one on the trailer, because who cares if the trailer gets that much power if we're just using it to run extra lights and an air conditioner, things like that. So that's what the trailer was for. And then the truck I'm in right now is an F-250. So this was my follow vehicle, very, very important for safety. Griff is completely new experience, completely new use for the truck and all the solar panels to charge the truck. We have a completely electric truck weighing about 8 tons, and we're charging it with solar. I mean, what could go wrong, right? It's a completely new idea. So the follow truck was very important. If we had to pull off somewhere, we could hop in this truck, go get help. We could tow Griff, we could carry parts, extra tools. So there's an air compressor sitting right behind me in the back seat. So if we had a low tire, which we did on this truck actually, one of the tires was low, now we have new tires. That was an expense I kind of foresaw. The tires were older. So we've used that compressor. We used it with the solar trailer power because every single kilowatt hour we make in Project Griffin, we want to use to go farther, to cross the country, to get from coast to coast on nothing but solar power. We don't want to waste solar power that could charge the truck and go farther on things like fans and lights and whatever. So that was the purpose of the trailer, plus it was parts trailer again, solar mount module, we already used one, but it also had the inverter and charge controller. We could potentially use those parts from the trailer. It carried really long steel beams. I won't have the really long steel beams for my manual lifting of the awnings, of the wings of Griff. I just took both hands off the wheel, that's a big no. But for the manual lifting of Project Griffin, we had these two beams that went under the truck that went all the way from each side, so we basically formed a square, so it was very strong, and we can even anchor those into the ground. Those two beams are 20 feet. I can't fit them on Project Griffin. I don't have anywhere to put them. They were on the trailer inside the solar panels, and they fit perfectly. That's another kind of risk or part that I could use or might need to use that I won't have. And that's really why we jettisoned the trailer. We're bringing the trailer back to Idaho to leave it parked for the rest of the journey. If I come into an emergency situation, you know, I can get a ride, rent a car, do whatever I need to do, fix the situation and keep moving, versus the convenience of already having everything we need to fix it right there. So we won't have this truck, the trailer. It was just too expensive. Not only gas, but my dad, and to drive the trailer, you know, I needed a second person. I drive Griff, he drives the F-250 with the trailer and all as well. But, you know, he had to get his coffee and breakfast every morning, and I was getting him hotels almost every night, just for convenience, and using the bathroom. And then the nephew, he was there too, and they saw a lot. They did a lot of great stuff going from Idaho to Oregon to California to Phoenix. We even saw Las Vegas right before they left. And yeah, they flew back, going back to their normal lives. My dad had a lot of work to do anyway. And so for that reason, for the reason of it just being a huge anchor that we're dragging, and the batteries, some of the batteries in the trailer shorted, so we only had 2 left of the 4. So we originally came out with 4,000 extra amp hours of storage, approximately, I want to say 90 and some change, almost 100 kilowatt hours of storage, 2,000 amp hours at 48 volts. And so that was a lot. That was great. And then it got cut in half due to shorts, and the maintenance was a huge hassle. So I was also very worried about the heat. They were a different battery chemistry than we currently have on Project Griffin. Project Griffin is all lithium ion, all the same kind of batteries that are in most phones, and the trailer was flooded lead acid, battery acid. They require watering. They have a lower heat tolerance. Their range on their heat tolerance is much less than lithium ion. So, I mean, we're in Arizona. It's not going to get any colder. We're in July, and in Arizona, it's going to be pretty hot. So I just was worried those batteries were just going to have more and more issues. Plus they were heavy, plus it was expensive, and we hadn't used it a whole lot, to be honest. So back it goes. Well, wouldn't you know, as soon as I fly my dad out and start taking the trailer, going to Nevada, then to Idaho to leave it, blowout on the side of the road. So that's why I'm driving all day. I have my 2 spare tires now in the back. I've offloaded a lot of the stuff from this truck already. I will take it, get the trailer, fix the spare tire, drive it all the way back, and park it as was intended. Then, instead of taking a flight, which I had originally planned, it's only $100 to rent a car. So I'll drive and change the destination where I pick it up in Boise and then drop it off in Phoenix. Only $100, and it's a sports car. The compact car was $600, meaning apparently they need to move sports cars from Idaho to Phoenix in Arizona because more people drive them there, I suppose. But it was only $100. I'll rent a sports car, cheaper than a flight, more convenient for me. I get to stretch, I get to carry things. It's just, this is a driving trip, so I'm trying to do less flying, and I'll move a car for a car company and pay them for the right to do so, I guess. But that's how I'll get back to Griff, and then we will continue on our journey across America on nothing but solar power. Can't wait. But this is my update for the day. Where am I at? 7 minutes, almost 8. Oh my goodness. If you want to learn about solar, check out Awaken Solar. Give us a follow. Please like and subscribe for updates. We'll be doing daily updates with Project Griffin, and we will also now, that was another big benefit, I guess, of going solo, is that I'm going to have a lot more free time. I'm going to have a lot more time, not driving around, going to eat, getting things and doing things with someone else, which obviously has its benefits. I love my family, and it was a great, once in a lifetime type thing to do with something like this with your dad. But now that it's just going to be me, I'll be able to get to my updates more in depth, better content, and also do my educational content that I've been meaning to do with Awaken Solar forever. So I'll get on that. Got a lot to talk about in the solar industry, and I can't wait to talk about it with you.